What happens when the tourists stop coming? Empty hotels. Quiet restaurants. Shuttered gift shops. This is America's new reality. A tourism collapse unlike anything we've seen in decades. But the story doesn't end there. Across the country, Americans are responding in powerful, emotional, and sometimes surprising ways. From heartbreak to hope, from anger to innovation, these are the 50 reactions you need to see. So buckle up, because this isn't just about numbers. It's about real people, real communities, and real survival. Reaction number 50. Shock in the tourist towns. When the news first hit that international visitors were canceling in massive numbers, small towns built on tourism, from Myrtle Beach to Sedona, were in shock. "We never thought it would get this bad," one local said. Reaction number 49. Denial. At first many business owners thought it was temporary. A slow month. A seasonal dip. But then week after week, cancellations kept piling up. Denial slowly turned into panic. Reaction number 48. Restaurants cutting hours. From Miami to San Francisco, restaurants that once thrived on out-of-town diners cut their hours, some closing entire days of the week just to save costs. Reaction number 47. Hotel workers in tears. Housekeepers, bellhops, and front desk staff found themselves out of work overnight. Social media filled with videos of hotel workers crying as entire shifts were laid off. Reaction number 46. Families selling businesses. Generations-old family-owned inns and motels are being sold. "This was my grandfather's dream," one owner said. "Now, I'm the one shutting it down." Reaction number 45. Anger at government policies. Some Americans blame rising visa fees, stricter entry rules, and global tensions for driving tourists away. "We shot ourselves in the foot," one business owner told reporters. Reaction number 44. Locals taking vacations at home. Ironically, some Americans are responding by becoming tourists in their own backyards, taking road trips to nearby towns to fill the void left by foreign visitors. Reaction number 43. Price wars erupt. Hotels slash prices, theme parks run, locals only, discounts, and cruise lines cut rates to levels not seen in 20 years, all in a desperate attempt to lure visitors. Reaction number 42. Farmers markets see boost as restaurants close, more people are shopping local. Farmers markets, community events, and small vendors are seeing a surprising uptick in hometown support. Reaction number 41. A rise in street performers. With fewer tourists tipping, street musicians, magicians, and performers are turning to online platforms, live streaming performances for donations.
Reaction number 40. Airlines slashing routes. Entire flight routes are being cancelled. Americans in smaller cities complain they're now cut off from affordable air travel. Reaction number 39. Taxi and Uber drivers struggle. Drivers who once relied on tourists for steady rides now citadel at airports, some waiting hours for a single passenger. Reaction number 38. National parks go quiet. Places like Yellowstone, Yosemite, and the Grand Canyon, once flooded with tourists, are eerily quiet. Rangers say they haven't seen them this empty in decades. Reaction number 37. Locals rediscover nature. Ironically, fewer tourists means locals are rediscovering their own parks, beaches, and landmarks without the usual crowds.
Reaction number 36. Frustration in Florida. Florida, one of the hardest hit states, is furious. With tourism down nearly 40%, many Floridians are openly demanding new leadership and solutions. Reaction number 35. Vegas feels like a ghost town. The Las Vegas Strip, normally alive 24/7, is seeing empty casinos, discounted shows, and entire hotels shutting floors to save energy. Reaction number 34. Cruise workers trapped. Thousands of American workers in the cruise industry report being stranded, underpaid, or jobless as ships sit docked. Reaction number 33. Broadway goes dark. New York's theater district is cutting performances. Without international tourists, entire productions are being cancelled. Reaction number 32. Families moving away. Some families in small tourist towns can't survive without the income. They're packing up, leaving generations of history behind. Reaction number 31. New creativity emerges. Not all reactions are negative. Some Americans are responding with innovation, launching new online businesses, food delivery apps, or virtual tourism experiences. Reaction number 30. Anger at airlines. Travelers are furious at rising ticket prices for domestic trips, blaming airlines for making the collapse even worse. Reaction number 29. Protest signs in Hawaii. Hawaiian locals, long critical of over-tourism, now hold signs reading, "We told you so." Some welcome the quiet, while others suffer from economic loss. Reaction number 28. Local tourism boards get creative. Cities like New Orleans and Chicago launch emotional ad campaigns, begging both Americans and international tourists to come back. Reaction number 27. Social media outrage. TikTok and Instagram are flooded with videos of empty restaurants, closed theme parks, and angry workers calling out what went wrong. Reaction number 26. Farmers lose restaurant buyers with fewer tourists. Restaurants buy less food. Farmers across the Midwest say they're struggling to sell crops and meat once destined for hotels and restaurants. Reaction number 25. Anger at Washington. Across the country, Americans point fingers at federal leadership. Visa policies, strained foreign relations, and economic missteps are blamed for scaring visitors away. Reaction number 24. Domestic travel spikes. More Americans are exploring their own country. Road trips, camping, and RV travel are booming as international travel collapses. Reaction number 23. Fear of permanent damage. Some fear that once a tourist economy collapses, it may never return to full strength. We may have lost a generation of visitors, one business owner said. Reaction number 22. Layoffs in theme parks. Disney, Universal, and other giants quietly cut staff. Workers describe it as a slow bleed, less hours, fewer shows, lower morale. Reaction number 21. Locals step in to save businesses. Communities are organizing buy local campaigns to keep shops alive. Neighbors eat out once a week just to support local diners. Reaction number 20. Online tours go viral. Some Americans are live streaming walking tours of New York, Miami, or San Francisco for international viewers, trying to keep interest alive. Reaction number 19. Anger at high visa fees. The $250 visa fee for international travelers has become a symbol of frustration. Why would they pay that just to come here? Locals ask. Reaction number 18. Local pride rises in some towns. Residents are rediscovering pride in their community, stepping up to promote it themselves. Reaction number 17. Airbnb owners in panic. With bookings drying up, Airbnb hosts slash prices or sell properties, calling it a housing bubble collapse within tourism. Reaction number 16. Students lose jobs. College students who relied on summer jobs at hotels, restaurants, or theme parks are left scrambling for income. Reaction number 15. Museums struggling. World-class museums like the Smithsonian, the Met, and the Getty report huge funding shortfalls without ticket sales from tourists. Reaction number 14. Anger at media narratives. Some Americans blame negative global media coverage for discouraging tourism, saying the U.S. is being unfairly portrayed. Reaction number 13. Quiet beaches. Beaches in California and Florida, once shoulder to shoulder with tourists, are calm and empty. Locals say it feels post-apocalyptic. Reaction number 12. Volunteer spirit awakens. In some towns, residents volunteer their time to keep events alive, from running local festivals to maintaining community centers. Reaction number 11. Anger at rising prices for locals without tourists. Some businesses charge locals more to survive, sparking anger and resentment. Reaction number 10. Push for policy change. Americans are demanding leaders lower visa fees, improve relations, and actively market the U.S. abroad again. Reaction number 9. A new tourism crisis movement. Online petitions are gathering momentum, calling the collapse a national emergency that demands action. Reaction number 8. Small towns band together. From Colorado ski towns to New England villages, communities are pooling resources, sharing advertising budgets, creating co-op marketing, and supporting each other. Reaction number 7. A rise in local festivals. To make up for fewer tourists, towns are creating more festivals for locals, food fairs, music nights, and seasonal events. Reaction number 6. Stories of resilience go viral. Videos of small businesses fighting to survive are inspiring Americans everywhere. The collapse is heartbreaking, but resilience shines through. Reaction number 5. Calls for tourism reform. Many Americans are saying this is a wake-up call. Tourism should not be the only lifeline. We need to diversify our economy, one mayor said. Reaction number 4. Mixed emotions in communities. Some enjoy the peace without crowds. Others mourn the loss of income. Communities are split, and healing will take time. Reaction number 3. A warning for the future. Experts warn, if tourism doesn't recover, millions of jobs could vanish permanently, altering the American economy forever. Reaction number 2. Local innovation shines. From pop-up shops to digital tours, Americans are finding creative ways to keep their towns alive. Reaction number 1. Hope still remains despite everything. One reaction rises above the rest: hope. Americans have faced crises before. They rebuild. They adapt. And they never give up. The tourism collapse has revealed 50 powerful reactions: heartbreak, anger, creativity, and hope. This is not just a story of empty hotels and quiet streets. It's the story of America's resilience. So, what do you think? Is this collapse temporary, or a turning point for America's future? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more truth behind the headlines.